What's up? So I found out my lovely chicken, baby chicken mother. Okay, I like him, I love him, I want some more of him. I try so hard, I can't rise above him. Don't know what it is about that little chicken nugget, but I like him, I love it, I want some more of it. That was me and my best friend Alicia's song. We met halfway at the tree that we carved our names in, obviously. And we cried, and we cried, and we fucking cried the day that I was supposed to be moving to the Carolinas with my grandparents and uncles. And so, obviously, I gave her all my favorite bumper stickers that I stole from a truck stop while I was with my stepdad, who probably definitely did not appreciate that. That's confirmation. I also smoked pot. Big trouble. So here's my stepdad, who doesn't smoke weed and specifically tells me, do not bring weed in my truck. Don't do that. Like, I could lose my job, he says. Okay, then. He's like, I'm literally in the semi-truck, you guys. And I'm laying, anybody who's been in a semi-truck, like, there's bunk beds usually. And there's, like, this little window, and you, like, push the window. And it, like, has, like, this much of a crack, you know? It's like, I mean, there's no fucking possible way to ever hate weed anywhere and not smell it. You know me, I'm a fucking sneaky teen, man. Nobody knows nothing, obviously. And I'm not gonna admit to it either. So, there he is driving the truck, and he's like, Tara, he was so nice. My stepdad John is my favorite stepdad. We all have different favorite stepdads. Anyways, yeah, he's like, hey, Tara, are you you didn't bring any weed, did you, or anything? And it wasn't just weed, guys. It was full-blown resin. What the? I don't know. I look back on that, like, I look back on a lot of things that I did during that time, that whole, like, decade, really, and it's just, like, it's just as bad as, like, if you see a 6-year-old stealing something, and they're like, and you're like, what do you got? And they're like, nothing, I'm just going to my room. It's like that blatantly fucking noticeable. And then I even drop it on your head on accident coming up the stairs. Okay, so he was like, yeah, okay, well, you just know that, you know, I could literally lose my trucking license and business if you do. I'm like, yeah, wouldn't do that. Anyways, then that happened. Guess what he did? I guess I dropped it. And my stepdad ended up sitting on it on accident, my pipe. So when I woke up at one point, I don't think this was the same day, probably somewhere in the week of, could have even been at the end of the trip. So bad. There's nothing like lying to your fucking parent and then waking up, dude, and getting caught. So I wake up and on the dash, there's my piece. Just sitting there, looking at me. There's my dad. Hey, good morning. I don't even remember John saying anything. He just simply placed it right there so I could see it. You know what he made me do? It was really good. My stepdad's the best. He just was calm, and he talked to me obviously about being disappointed, and he said I need to chuck it out the window. Now, when you're a teen and you got a new pipe, there's like a whole feeling that goes with that shit. You're like, no. You're also broke, and more than likely, maybe you got a best friend's fucking piece, and, you know, your boyfriend matches it, and you guys got it at the fair, and it was your fourth anniversary present, and it was the 4th month, and that's the 4th anniversary to you as a teen. You're like, baby, you got for 4 anniversaries, and you're just gonna break up, and you're like, that was, like, you celebrated our weeklies. You're like, it's only been 4 weeks. And I also told you that I'm married. She's like, 4 weeks and you're just gonna leave me like that? Okay. But yeah, he's like, yeah, go, you know, just basically go ahead and chuck it out the window. And I was like, oh, you know, I threw this fit, and you do it, I'm fucking out, you know, he's like, no, I'm gonna let you do it. He literally made me do it myself for the purpose of actually just like me doing it. Like, it's a thing that a parent does, and it's a very great skill, but very lucky to, I'm all thinking about my stepdads. I'm lucky to have my stepdads. Shout out to you, Bill, in heaven. I love you. I wasn't really cool. Like, I wasn't really close to you at the time, but, you know, I do want to let you know if it makes you feel any better. You were Tasha's favorite stepdad. Something. Okay, so Bill, let's talk about Bill. Bill was my mom's only boyfriend who drank. That I know. John was a truck driver. He didn't smoke weed. Oh, he drank. But I never. Yeah, I do. Sometimes he would drink, and we would be in the semi truck, being of shucking hoots. We'd get on a CB, dude. Oh my gosh, we were infamous for cranking people, dude. On the CB all the time. Oh yeah, Houston, you're over. You're a bitch. Over. You know, it'd be like, you guys just stop fucking playing on damn CB. My mom and John separated after my sister Kinsey died. It was really hard for both of them, honestly. But John still talks to us to this day. I call him all the time, and I've even have him on some of my blogs, and he's just the best. I really love him so much. I'm so grateful. I don't remember the other two dads. Oh wait, one's mine and one's my sister Kinsey's. Yeah, so I guess she was only married 4 times, so I only have 2 stepdads. What the fuck? How come I've been giving all these people extra credit? I've been literally saying I've had 4 stepdads. That sounds really bad. Sorry, Mom. Yeah, just Bill and John. My mom's very smart. My mom likes to handle shit in a way where you don't really know. She, let's just say her, she's like, hey, I need you to sign this. This is for me to make sure I got your volleyball paperwork taken care of, and that's to get your field trip done, and there is 3 slips so that you get paid for your allowance. Here's you. You're like, I'm coming. All of these? Oh my gosh, like, can't you initial it? Why? Fine. Ugh. And you're like, see you. Guess what just happened to you? You signed your fucking house over. You got a divorce. Your kids are gonna fucking be staying with her temporarily to permanently. And it says that you agree to fucking give her everything in your will, no matter what. It can never be changed. And also that you would like to see yourself go to jail at 4 o'clock today because you have surrendered to a charge that one of her best friends did, that you're going to take the blame for because she likes her more than you, and you don't have any charges, and so basically you would get less time. And that's why it makes sense. So you guys got to watch yourself. Bill got divorced that day. Why'd you get married? People are interesting when they get married. It's like, how do you get married 4 times? Is it for the purpose of, like, owning somebody? Because you know if there's a reason to marry somebody. They either have something or they don't, or they're just wonderful. But why 4? It has to be an addiction. It's almost like a repetitive addiction, like you're supposed to be married, or is it to own them, or do you feel like it's like seal the deal, or I'm not really sure. I never did get married. I was told right from the womb not to. Don't trust nobody. Never get married. Everybody's a liar. Watch your work back. Do as I say. If you think it's gonna be bad here, wait till you get out in the real world. I'm getting hella happy out here. So, I mean, I love you too. But all I'm saying is, like, bro, literally, don't fucking be listening or seeing what the fuck happens around you and just leaving it at that. That is not how the world is. That's how a person is, and that's how they actually interact with that person at that time. Take them to a public place. In that moment, even alone, they're going to talk to them different. Take them to any public place. They will never act the same that they do behind closed doors, even in public. So even that shows you it's literally momentary, and it's constantly based off of mood, event, circumstance, and persons. It changes every single time, every single day, based off everything. So why in the fuck is it so damn difficult for everybody to honestly not only see everybody else as an individual, respect that, but clearly fucking laugh in the face of anybody who's still trying to play this whole fucking you need to do this or that game?